Today we have special news about the games. Officially, the new Batman game was announced, the emergence of a Chinese eye-catching game, and the announcement of Call of Duty Cold War. All this coming up. Welcome gamers, welcome to a new video in the channel, and talking about today's news, we have special news and announcements of legendary games and so on. But before the start of the video, please not in order, subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications bell so you receive all the news of the games. Well, let's get started without further dragging. Black Myth Wukong. It is a new game released by a Chinese company, and it is AAA game. It is considered the first Chinese game to receive that evaluation, and it appears that China intends to enter the world of games strongly. The game is inspired by Chinese novels, based on the journey to the West mythology. The 13-minute gameplay trailer features a sizable chunk of pre-alpha gameplay. It was not the first game produced by the studio, Game Science, as the studio worked on many games, the most famous of which is Art of War Red Tides, and also some titles for smartphones. And we see during gameplay that the game pays great attention to Chinese fighting style. One of the things that you will also notice is the smoothness. It is also one of the positive points of the game. It has been confirmed that the developers there in China are really shocked by the reaction of most international companies such as Nvidia and also Epic Games, in addition to the talk of the director of God of War on the game, in addition to the global sites that have allocated space for the game, as the developer team expressed surprise at the reaction of users as a whole, by virtue of the fact that the goal behind launching this review of the gameplay was to try to find developers and also to present the game in a way that respects the project and supervises the effort made in it. The game comes with a distinctive fighting style, and I am very eager to try the game. It won millions of admiration, and it seems that it will succeed greatly. Batman Gotham Knights was announced, which also saddened some fans of the game because the Batman had disappeared. Also, as you can see in the name of the game, it will be about Gotham Knights, who are Batman's assistants before his death, and he left them a message so that it will only appear when he dies. On the other hand, the game is an open world as well as there are 4 main characters in the game. And they are Nightwing, Batgirl, Robin, and Red Hood. Each character has their own unique playstyle and abilities, such as Robin being able to teleport via the Justice League's satellite. The game also features a 2-player cooperative multiplayer mode, wherein the second player can drop in and out at any time without affecting the other one. Players can level up their characters, but enemies will be automatically leveled up as well. It is set to be released in 2021 for Microsoft Windows, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox One, and Xbox Series X. It was first revealed at DC Fandom in August 2020. The trailer is officially out for Suicide Squad, but the bad news is that it will be released in 2022. And from the name of the game, Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, you will target Justice League in the game like Superman. Superman appears in the game trailer as an evil character. I do not know what happened to him, but what I am sure is that the game will be fun in the sense of the word, but 2022 is long time, and I was hoping for it to be released sooner. The game is an action-adventure video game set in an open world based on Metropolis. The game features 4 playable characters: Harley Quinn, Deadshot, Captain Boomerang, and King Shark. While it can be played solo, the game also features a 4-player cooperative multiplayer mode. When played solo, players can switch between characters at will, while the other characters are controlled by artificial intelligence. In general, write your opinion on the comments about the game. Are you eager to try it or not? Note that the game will only be released for the new generation of consoles, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, and PC as well. Officially, the new game of Call of Duty has been announced, and the story will take place in the Cold War between the United States and the Soviet Union, and of course that is not with new information. The new one is the release of the game trailer, with gameplay clips from PlayStation 5, so to be frank, the graphics are excellent in the trailer. Black Ops Cold War is set during the early 1980s of the Cold War. The campaign follows Russell Adler, a CIA operative, to go after an alleged Soviet spy, Perseus, whose stated goal is to subvert the United States and tilt the balance of power toward the Soviet Union. The game's events will be after Call of Duty Black Ops 1. Activision and game developers wanted to keep pace with the development of the next generation of consoles, so new technologies were made to be used in the game, and it was mentioned that they were developing these technologies from 2015, technologies that help give the game a distinctive style, such as graphics. It also allows the simulation of characters that match reality, such as Ronald Reagan, President of the United States. Develop the story for the first time, it allows you to modify your character in terms of shape and appearance, but it is an aesthetic element and does not give special abilities to play. The new thing in the game is the multiple endings, as your decisions within the game will determine the end. For example, you can choose how you will perform a specific mission, between stealth or full attack, with side missions while you advance in the story. As for fans of the zombie phase, they will like the news of reviving the phase and its return during the next part of the Call of Duty. Black Ops Cold War brings a Cold War arsenal of weapons and equipment into the next generation of multiplayer. The worldwide reveal of Black Ops Cold War multiplayer is on September 9th. Black Ops Cold War is planned for release on November 13, 2020. An accomplishment achieved by Fall Guys, it reached 10 million players in its first week, and that was on only 2 platforms, PlayStation and PC. Moreover, the game developers want to achieve a bigger goal, so the game will be released for smartphones, but don't get excited, because the game will be released in China only now, since it is the largest audience for mobile games, it is expected to be available to the rest of the world at a later time. Do you expect it to be the most popular game on the smartphone? Also, the second season of the game will be announced at the Gamescom conference. The conference will be next Thursday. A few days ago, studios shared the new version of Crysis Remastered, where they shared a teaser showing the differences between the current version and the remastered version. And among the most important changes that occurred are the lights and reflections that change the appearance of the game for the better. The games that players use in order to show the power of the device via benchmarks, because it contains accurate details in the game world. It will be available on the current devices PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, and PC as well. Also, it will be available on the Epic Games Store on September 18th. In an interview with the Hangar 13 developer team, the developers of Mafia 3, they said that they have already thought of making a new part of Mafia 4, but it depends on the success of the Mafia Definitive Edition that will be released in the coming period. So if the game succeeds, they will proceed to start developing on Mafia 4. The studio also explained that they are working on a huge project that they did not name, and the project took all their time and efforts on it. We see that Sony has invested heavily in the next generation hardware, PlayStation 5, so the company did not focus on the device itself, but also invested in a controller to give the player a leap into the world of games, so it was called DualSense. Some developers shared some information about the new controller, which is really very skilled. The R2 button will work according to the game. In other words, if you shoot in a game by pressing R2, if the weapon is destroyed, you will not be able to press R2 again, and this is a signal for you until you repair your weapon. And also the developers of Spider-Man have shared that with the help of the controller, you can predict where the next shoot will come to you through the vibrations of the control hand. Sony seeks to exploit everything to provide an exceptional gaming experience on its platforms in order to be a marketing point for a device. We end our news video. I hope you got everything and has fun time. Please help us by subscribing to the channel. Like or dislike is your opinion. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video.